Your day is what you make it. Recently, I heard about this. Well, not recently. I've known this for a while, but there's this. My cat is climbing my compost bin. What the? Strange lad. Yeah, so some time ago I heard about this metaphor where basically there are two wolves or two dogs, whatever you want them to be, right? And one of them is in darkness, right? There's absolutely zero light, like it's in a cage, there's nothing around it, right? It's just all alone in the dark. And the other one is in the light. You know, it's outside, you know, it's got sunlight, it's got the world around it. And the question is, which one will survive? And naturally, a lot of people would say, well, the one that's in the light, right? The one that's outside and is in nature and sees the world around it. But that's not entirely true. The correct answer is the dog you feed, right? Whichever, and if you're not sure yet, this metaphor basically applies to your thoughts and how you see the world around you. Whichever thought you indulge in, whichever thought pattern, whichever way of looking at the world you feed, that's one that's gonna proliferate and survive, right? So if you're stuck thinking negatively in these negative thought patterns, thinking, oh, you know, I'm not good enough, or oh, I really gotta study for this exam, right? Because like right now it's exam season and most people are very, very stressed right now, but I'm pretty calm. And I attribute that largely to me spending a lot of time trying to teach myself how to avoid these negative thought patterns. There's a lot of mosquitoes. Stupid bugs trying to interrupt my video. But yeah, basically if you can train your mind to not think negatively, to literally create positive thoughts. Cat, what are you doing? As long as he doesn't knock over the camera. This has been a very distracting video. I'm actually really losing my train of thought right now. There's mosquitoes, there's freaking felines going nuts. I'm gonna move spot. But yeah, if you can convince your brain to basically produce positive thoughts and produce, like literally get your mind to say nice things to you, your entire outlook on life is going to completely transform. But this takes time, this takes training, this takes effort. And so there's a couple ways you can do this. And the first one, which is very, very powerful, I actually noticed a pretty good, strong difference in how I see the world when I do this and when I don't. And this is gratitude journaling. Now, basically what this is every single day, make a list of 3 or more things that you are grateful for. And what this is able to accomplish is it's training your brain, training yourself to recognize positive things around you, basically to look on the bright side of life and to think, like, instead of when you see a negative situation, instead of getting upset or thinking negatively about it and thinking that you're not good enough or falling into one of these negative thought spirals, right? Because the quality of your life is dictated by the quality of your thoughts, right? So if you can have positive thoughts, you're going to have a positive life, right? But instead of falling into these terrible, really toxic thought patterns, what you end up doing is looking on the bright side of things, trying to see the positive aspects of even the most horrible things around you, right? Because whatever you believe in, right? But I believe in God and Jesus Christ, and God has a plan for all of us. God has a plan for everything that happens in this world, whether it be positive or negative. There's always a brighter side to things because God is infinitely good. And so if you can approach even the horrible situations of your life with positivity, your life is going to transform. It's completely transformed my life. This ability to reframe things that happen to me into something positive, to put a good spin on it, and to produce positive thinking patterns, because that's how you make your life good. And on the last point of how you can control your thoughts and stop these negative thought spirals and these stressful situations is meditation. Now, a lot of people talk about this, and there's a lot of misconception with it, but basically, the type of meditation I'm talking about is breathwork meditation, where basically you literally just kind of sit down or lay down, whatever you want to do, and just breathe deeply and put 100% of your focus into your breath, right? And now, naturally, your mind is going to wander, and naturally you're going to lose focus, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, that's the point of meditation, is when your mind wanders, you just bring your focus back to the breath, right? You just, as soon as you get a thought in your mind, you just don't indulge in it, just let it pass, and then go back to focusing on your breath. And what this does is it increases your mindfulness. You are literally training your mind to become aware of when you receive a thought. And become aware of your thoughts and become aware of what you should be thinking about and what you shouldn't. And what this does, how this relates to positive thinking patterns, is you're training your brain to notice when you have a negative thought and to let it pass, and to reframe your focus into a positive thinking pattern, like something to be grateful for, right? That's how powerful meditation and gratitude journaling is. It can literally completely transform your life. It's completely transformed mine, and I highly, highly recommend you start implementing these two practices into your daily life, into your daily routine, right? And if you're starting with consistency with these habits, just a great tactic is to just set aside a block of time in your day of when you're going to actually do these habits, right? It'll make you so much more consistent, so much better. And yeah, that's all I got for today. May God bless you, and stay wild.